Good morning. Would the degree candidates please rise for the playing of Pomp and Circumstance? Ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise for the academic procession? The candidates for the baccalaureate degrees from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences and University College have gathered to celebrate commencement. All are in their places. These proceedings are hereby called to order. May I now introduce the Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, Linda Maxon.
Thank you, Professor Spizak. I would like to give special thanks and recognition to the members of the Iowa Brass Collective. On horn, Mr. Daniel Spencer. On trombone, Dr. Jonathan Allen. On tuba, Ms. Kate Woolman. And on trumpets, Dr. Brian Umla and Mr. Stephen Wood. These proceedings are interpreted by Miss Amy Ruth McGraw. Megan Keith, a music major from Morton Grove, Illinois, who is graduating today, will now open these ceremonies by leading us in the singing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you so very, very much, Megan. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the university and the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, I welcome each of you. Today is a very special day for all of our graduates and their proud families and friends. Today's ceremony is patterned after a ritual that has been repeated throughout the long history of higher education and is duplicated throughout the world wherever there are universities and colleges. The robes that we wear are reminders of the medieval origins of modern universities, but the spirit of commencement is modern, always new, and always focused on the future. These commencement exercises recognize the efforts and achievements of our graduating students. I hope that all of you, students, families, friends, will enjoy this ceremony, which marks a very important day in the lives of the graduates. Graduating from college is a momentous occasion. Each of you has worked hard and persevered to reach this important juncture in your lives. Many of you have worked to help support your expenses here at the university and also have spent time and energy outside the classroom as well in student government, fine arts performances, excuse me, research, intercollegiate athletics, university or community service, in addition to your studies. Yet each of you has succeeded in achieving your common goal, a college education. Your studies in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences have provided you with a foundation for an exciting lifetime of discovery and learning. We hope and trust that you will use your education in ways to improve your life and the lives of others in your families and communities and around the state, the nation, and the world. To join me in honoring you today are Dr. Sally Mason, President of the University of Iowa, and Board of Regents members Mr. Robert Downer and Mr. Jack Evans. Also present are representatives of the faculty, those scholars and teachers who have challenged you and worked with you to help you earn your college degree. We have a college faculty of extraordinary quality and commitment, and all of you graduating today have benefited immensely from your acquaintance and interaction with them. I would like to introduce to you the faculty on stage today to honor you. Professor Roland Resevskis, who is Professor and Chair of French and Italian, Chair of German, and Associate Director in the Division of World Languages, Literatures, and Cultures. Helena Detmer, our Associate Dean for Undergraduate Programs and Curriculum, Collegiate Fellow in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, and Professor of Classics. Art Spizak, who is Director of the University of Iowa Honors Program and Professor of Classics. Diane Slazarski, who is a professor of our biology department, and Timothy Havens, who is an Associate Professor of Communication Studies and African American Studies. And I'd also like to ask that Mr. Robert Downer and Mr. Jack Evans please stand and be recognized as well. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you our student speaker, John Comdat. John is a philosophy major from Denver, Colorado, and a recipient of the University of Iowa National Scholars Award, the Rhodes Dunlap Collegiate Scholarship, and the Gustav Bergman Prize in Philosophy. He is a member of Phi Beta Kappa and Omicron Delta Kappa Honor Societies, and has served as Circle President of Omicron Delta Kappa for the past year. He has worked as a tutor for TRIO Student Support Services and Athletic Student Services, and was a resident assistant in Courier and Stanley residence halls for 2 years. John also worked at KRUI, the university's student-run radio station, as a DJ and newscaster. John has been a member of the Iowa Writers Living Learning community and is a published author. He has presented a paper at the North American Undergraduate Conference in Religion and Philosophy last year, and today, John is graduating from the college with highest distinction and honors in philosophy. John?
Thank you, Dean Maxon. Fellow graduates, I'm thrilled to be here, and I'm honored to have the chance to speak to you. Thank you for being members of my graduating class, and for being at my side in this group of outstanding individuals. I'm proud to graduate among you, because the incredible things you've done here at Iowa have become part of our collective history. Very little I could say today would apply to every one of you, and that's a great thing. As students, we've all made our separate paths. Fortunately for all of us, those paths intersect, conjoin, and get tangled together. No two of these paths began in the same place or unfolded in the same way. But one thing we all have in common today, to be sure, is that our attention is focused on both the past and the future. This is a unique situation for all of us. Are we in some sort of internal conflict when we try to see the past at the same time as we see the future? I don't think so. Today there's a harmony between our pasts and our futures. Today is about our transition, the common element shared by what was and what will be. The paths behind us, those we created and those we joined, will guide the path ahead. On our graduation day, attending to the past and future simultaneously just is attending to the present. I can't help but feel that this is a surprise that has been kept from us until today. All of our professors, our TAs, and our advisors knew. The dining hall employees who cooked our meals, who many of us got to know personally through working at Burge or Hillcrest, they knew. The custodians who make campus a beautiful place to be and who always wished us a good day on our way to class, they knew. Our librarians, our administrators, our deans, President Mason, they all knew and they kept the secret. They knew we would discover it ourselves today. Only today, the day we graduate from the University of Iowa, can we see the relationship between attending to the past and attending to the future. Today, we know by experience that the way to truly do both is to attend to the present. This fact is glowing all around us. Your final day at the University of Iowa is here. Think back to your first day at Iowa. For me, graduation could not have seemed farther away. Today, they seem like next-door neighbors, and that's because they always were. Whether this is your last day of 4 years, or 2 years, or 10 years, the two were never far apart. It just takes a day like today to notice that. Thank you, and congratulations to every one of you.
Thank you very much, John. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my privilege to introduce Sally Mason, the 20th President of the University of Iowa. President Mason.
Thank you, Linda. And John, let me just say, you're right, we knew. We did know. Good morning and welcome to the graduates, to my faculty and staff colleagues, to other University of Iowa students, to family and friends and honored guests. It truly is a great pleasure to be here to share with you this once-in-a-lifetime occasion. Many people have made this day possible. Out there in the audience are parents, grandparents, husbands, wives, partners, significant others, children, brothers, sisters, and many other relatives and friends of the graduates. And let me say right from the outset, we thank you too, everyone here who has made this day possible. Now, last month, an event of national and international importance occurred right here, in this very arena where we're celebrating our graduation today. We were very proud to host the U.S. Olympic wrestling trials right here. One of the main reasons that we were lucky and proud to host this national event with international scope is the legendary history of wrestling right here in Iowa. As you came to the arena today, I hope you took a look at the new statue outside that we unveiled just before the trials began, and that honors the embodiment of the wrestling legend here at Iowa, Coach Dan Gable. Coach Gable was present that day, and his comment, the one that he made that will always stay with me, is that when he looked at that statue, he said, "This is the only time in my life that I will settle for bronze." Now, Coach Gable and our current coaches certainly teach our wrestlers about excellence on the mat, but they also have much to teach the team members and all of us about life. One of Coach Gable's most famous quotations is, more enduringly than any other sport, wrestling teaches self-control and pride. Some have wrestled without great skill. None have wrestled without pride. Now, I'm not saying that you didn't earn your college degree without great skill. You all did. You're here today, and that proves it. But in college, we take courses in many different areas, and sometimes we experiment in unfamiliar fields. Sometimes there are subjects that we struggle with, and sometimes we discover that our best talents may not lie in certain areas. I don't suspect that happened to any of you, did it? That's all part of the learning process. But one thing I think that all University of Iowa students do is approach whatever they're doing with great pride. Pride in the courage to face something new or challenging, pride in doing your best, and pride in achieving the best success that you can. That's one of the most important things to carry with you out into the wider world. When you excel and achieve, of course, be proud. But be proud always, even when your boss asks you to try something new, when you set yourself a new challenge in the business you've created, when you start that new novel or painting, or when your community asks you to consider taking a leadership role with the PTA or the City Council. You may slip a little in some of these endeavors, or you may discover new talents that you never knew you had. But pride in your courage and your commitment to do your best will always carry the day. And that's why I'm asking you to do today, be proud always. And I'm pretty sure that Coach Dan Gable would ask you to do the same. Now, one of the greatest badges of pride for you to wear from this day forward is your degree from the University of Iowa. So congratulations again to you all on your path hard-traveled, on your achievements well-earned, and on your future brightly lit. And thank you, as graduates of this magnificent institution, for being once and always proud to be an Iowa Hawkeye. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you very much, President Mason. The Ernest R. Johnson Memorial Prize was established in 1935 and is awarded to the graduating students with the highest and the second highest academic standing in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences for the past year. These superlative students are chosen from a pool of over 2,200 graduates. This year's first prize recipient, Colorado James Reed, could not be here, and I'd like to ask the second prize winner, Kelsey Elizabeth Dallas, to please come forward. Kelsey is a triple major in English, economics, and religious studies from Lincoln, Illinois. So special congratulations to Kelsey. We now come to the conferring of degrees. I ask that the graduating students please rise when I name the particular degree that you are about to receive, and to please remain standing until all of the degrees have been recognized. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Applied Studies in University College please rise? Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Music please rise? Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Fine Arts please rise? Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Liberal Studies please rise? Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science please rise? And finally, will the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts please rise? President Mason, these worthy and approved candidates, having completed all of the requirements for the degrees as listed in the commencement program, are recommended to you for the conferring of these degrees by the faculty of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences and University College.
On recommendation of the faculty of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences and University College, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, State of Iowa, I confer on each of you the degree Bachelor of Applied Studies, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Liberal Studies, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Arts as qualified and designated. Congratulations, you did it.
Will the graduates please be seated? Before we individually recognize each of our 2012 graduates, I'd like to take a moment to recognize two individuals who were students in the College of Liberal Arts half a century ago. Each completed the requirements for a University of Iowa bachelor's degree, but their achievement only recently has been brought to our attention. Originally from Michigan, Nancy A. Schneider Hansen began her college studies at the University of Iowa 55 years ago. Nancy, why don't you come forward while I read your accomplishments? She met in her sophomore year and then married Tom Hansen, who currently serves as chair of the board of directors of the University of Iowa Foundation. While Nancy had to leave Iowa in her senior year, she continued her education, eventually becoming a social worker. She has worked with clients in child welfare, hospice, schools, the court system, and substance abuse treatment. She has always been a strong advocate for human services at the local, state, and national level. And today, we are so proud to award Nancy Hansen the Bachelor of Arts degree in Political Science that she earned in 1961. Congratulations, Nancy. Thank you. Thank you so much. Don Nelson started his career as a high school basketball player in Rock Island, Illinois, before coming to the University of Iowa as a student athlete in 1958. Don left the University of Iowa after the 1962 season as the university's all-time leading scorer. He was part of 5 NBA championship teams as a player with the Boston Celtics. He coached 4 teams over a 34-year period and was named NBA Coach of the Year 3 times. Don is the all-time winningest coach in NBA history and will be inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame later this year. Today, we are so proud to award Don Nelson the Bachelor of Science degree in Physical Education that he earned in 1964. Congratulations, Don. We now come to the part of the program where we individually recognize every graduate. We are proud of every student who has met the demanding requirements that we set for the attainment of degrees, and we note with special satisfaction those students who have earned high grade point average that qualify them for graduation with one of 3 levels of distinction. This morning, they are wearing their distinction literally on their sleeves. 3 stars signify highest distinction, 2 stars high distinction, and 1 star distinction. Students graduating with honors in the major wear a white cordon. The graduates will be presented by Helena Detmer, the Associate Dean for Undergraduate Programs and Curriculum, Diane Slazarski, our Professor of Biology, Roland Rasevskis, Professor of French and Italian, and Timothy Havens, Associate Professor of Communication Studies and African American Studies. We are so proud to have over 1,600 graduating students here this morning, and we think that every single one of them deserves his or her moment of recognition. So on behalf of the President, the faculty, and all of the other families in the audience, I ask you to please hold your applause and celebration until the last name has been read. We also ask that each graduate return to his or her seat after crossing the stage and remain seated until all have been recognized. Then, at the close of the individual recognition, we will hold the tassel turning ceremony to mark your graduation from the University of Iowa. Who's bringing our graduates up? Okay. Okay, we have 1 moment.
Jing Luau.
Christina Newkirk.
Matthew Henry,
Alexi Potter.
Sterling Martin,
Meredith Nelson.
Jackie Pranger,
Kayla Patricia Otero.
Megan Leslie,
Catherine Oswald.
Laura Platts,
Sarah Qualls.
Tony Rose Medina,
Katie Plager.
Elizabeth Lee,
Lauren O'Donnell.
Mahmoud Lutfi,
Christy O. Munson.
Anna Lebo,
Max Patterbaum.
David Myers,
Luke Nean.
Jennifer Nelson,
Yi O.
Erin Martin,
Sarah Pettit with distinction and honors in English and Spanish.
Anne Marie Kaminsky,
Catherine Quinlan.
Benjamin Matthews with distinction,
Stephanie Pinkney with high distinction and honors in English.
Elizabeth Ketchum,
Marie Pepineski with honors in English.
Jennifer Boll,
Evelyn Cazada.
Thomas Lemmerman,
Catherine Palmer.
Michael Place,
Tiffany Nelgis.
Alvin Dale Hua,
Megan Nolan.
Joshua Hartman, honors in psychology and biology,
Kote Nukwe.
Chelsea Christ with distinction,
Alice Edmonds Pittman.
Giovanna C. Dean,
Lee Pfeiffer.
Tara Ann Dunley,
Chris Philby.
Chris Collier,
Jennifer Ober with highest distinction.
Jonathan Stringfellow,
Jacob Peterson.
Eileen Flood,
Juwan Park.
Lisa Goretti,
Colleen Patton with distinction and honors in French.
Julie Ioki,
Rutvi Patel with distinction.
Jessica Smith,
Kaylee Nielsen with high distinction.
Sam Driscoll,
Haley Perrin.
Caitlin DeYoung,
Christina Ponce.
Leslie Chapin,
Mark Pepe.
Ethan Collins,
Margaret O'Brien.
Cheney Donovani,
Emma Nash with distinction and honors in biochemistry.
Amber Cole,
Luke Prest with distinction and honors in biochemistry.
Hyung Dung Lee,
Nathan Oldenhouse with distinction.
Allison Carter,
Lisa Abdul Masia.
Christopher Deffer,
Taylor Kaczynski.
Julie Daniels,
Ryan Maher.
Jade Dunahay,
Rebecca Nadine Michelati.
Cody Gordon.
Peggy Leah Michelati with honors in English.
Blake Carlson Joshua.
Yuanbo Chen with honors in art.
Lucas Fryman.
Kyle Jorgensen.
Kara Gleason.
Jessica Lundgren.
Abby Jessing.
Alicia Lou Ellen.
Kyle Joseph Gardner.
Mohammed Elahabad.
Emily Kalumba Hetty.
Andrew Shanaman.
Magdalene Elkin, honors in psychology.
Crystal Henderson.
Linda G. with highest distinction, honors in art.
Colin Vera Montes.
Joan Gordon, honors in art.
Joseph Verzillo.
Darren Freeman.
Christine Preston with high distinction.
Alex Giardino.
Jacinta Nambi.
Lucy Jatari.
Laura Olson.
Jill Hurdle.
Myra Peterson.
Sarah Fry.
Paulina Pollack.
Macy Finkbaum with high distinction.
Zena Ober with highest distinction.
Riley Flodine.
Andrew Olson.
John Edwards.
Jennifer Prey with high distinction and honors in dance and international studies.
Kelly Gorman.
Jacob Naderman.
Stuart Gilmore.
Emily Paul.
Kyle Francois.
Rachel Christine Nash with distinction.
Aaron Faulkner.
Danielle Pill.
Claire Emery Wooten.
Thomas Peacock.
Matthew Fitzgerald.
Matthew Payton.
April Forsythe.
Kevin Newton.
Chelsea Gumbert.
Derek Nelson.
Megan Elson.
John Pilot.
Lauren Emery.
Robert Nixon.
Sarah Gaudet.
Patrick Nelson.
Kareth Geip.
Samantha Nelson.
Nicholas Fetty, honors in sports studies.
Jacqueline O'Brien.
Kirk Eno.
Eric Olson.
Grant Gillen.
Sarah Peterman.
Rochelle Fries.
Danielle Leopardo.
Mandy Jo Ellison.
Eric Paul Papke.
Riley Gardam.
Ramaya Prusad.
Hillary Flander.
Jennifer O'Hare.
Justin Ferris.
Crystal Newsey.
Kelly Grog.
Zan Nikovich.
Stephanie Ganser.
Nicole Oman.
Allison Lynn Thompson.
Erin Momont.
Lacey Feeney.
Tessa Quintero.
Nina Ernest, with high distinction, honors in international studies.
Kevin Paulson, with high distinction and honors in political science.
Maxwell Freund, with distinction.
Connor O'Shea.
Jordan Giroux.
Mei Ying Shen.
Ala Osika.
Menya Shu.
Andrew Elgis, with distinction, honors in history.
Megan Parkin.
Noel Estabrook.
Aaron Owen.
Alyssa Flanagan.
Matthew Owen.
Rachel Gordon.
Bronus Lee Pertit.
Kirsten Getz, with distinction.
Jabbar Norman.
Lauren Frawley.
Taylor Peterson.
Jesselyn Gronberg.
Sarah Pry.
Emily Friest.
Alexander Nikolov.
Lauren Fabry.
Ryan Phelan.
Richard Paul Gray IV.
Chase Panino, with distinction.
Brian Gustafson.
Carol Pang, with highest distinction and honors in speech and hearing science.
Robert Force.
Madeline Christine Nelson.
Kanita Gonzalez.
Colleen Quaid.
Joanna Giampoli.
Chelsea Mae Pearson.
Caroline Ann Gibbons.
Victoria New.
Ingrid Franey.
Jordan Elizabeth Block.
Megan Marie Gretline.
Connie Porters.
Emily Johnson.
Justine Pluta.
Allison Phillips.
Stephanie Wilson.
Natalie Ginty.
Marissa Petrosky.
Elizabeth Feingold, honors in psychology.
Noel Parr.
Abdul Hafiz bin Elias.
Sarah Patterson.
Eric Eichholtz.
Emily Pundes.
Andrew Evans.
David Pyle.
Chelsea Beth Gervas.
Leslie Pyle.
Molly Giblin.
Kimberly Pellegrini.
Kylie Grosso.
Keegan O'Shea.
Christopher Eddy.
Will Paskey.
Edward Gorniak.
Claire Olson King, honors in art.
Zach Gallen.
Kenneth Uto.
Daniel Garretts.
Ryan Osborne.
Whitney Fine.
Nathan O'Neill.
Melissa Fairley.
Stephanie Peterson.
Brandon Green.
Drew Peterson.
Adam G. Bretzkovitz.
Alex O'Donnell with honors in integrative physiology.
Christopher Goodman.
Sam Hoffman.
Danielle Herr.
Brendan Isaacson.
Lauren Eck.
Ian Mitchell.
Emily Ferguson with distinction.
Austin Popham.
David John Frampton.
Joseph Nellis with high distinction.
Joshua Eastham.
Jonathan Pichet.
Ashley Irvin, Honors in Political Science.
Patrick O'Boyle.
Annie Gaston.
David Pianki.
Pooja Gautam Japajai.
Scott Nira.
Michael Gibbons.
Ryan Neeland.
Taylor Fravel.
Alexander Place.
Amber Foster.
Michelle Payne.
Sophie Foster.
Rebecca Mary Pope.
Sean Farrell.
Christopher Nienert.
Emily Maerth Krychek.
Michael Pendergrast.
Jordan Fuller.
John Payenta.
David Goldsmith.
Raymond Norris.
Stephen Gray.
Nicole Patterson.
Teresa Berger.
Bailey O'Brien.
Leah McClure.
Brittany Peterson.
Jed Dirksen.
Kelsey O'Connor.
Brittany Roos, with distinction, honors in dance.
Ben New.
Kimberly Molesky, with distinction, honors in dance.
Terrence Pryor.
Juliana Walter, honors in dance.
Matt Peterson.
Jennifer Graham.
Sam Thomas.
Ann Duffy.
Jordan Underwood.
Kimberly Margaret Staniforth, with distinction, honors in dance.
Alicia Wonders.
Colleen Marie Ward.
Jeremy Ziegenhorn.
Erin Kathleen Fitzgerald, honors in dance.
Rhiannon K. Williams.
Evan Fries.
Abby Topel.
Mackenzie Elmer, honors in journalism.
Patrick Valley.
Erin Alexis Flores.
Kenneth Zerner.
Lauren Folidori.
Kristen Weaverling.
Drake Edwards, with high distinction, honors in interdepartmental studies.
Kristen Reed.
Shelley Gooder.
Wenju Zhu, honors in actuarial science.
Nicole Goodale, with distinction, honors in biology.
Martha Weimers.
Bayan Okatib.
David Weld.
Rebecca M. French.
Tony Prester.
Jacob George.
Alexandra Vander Honing.
Adam Max Tisdale.
Sarah Wiseman.
Cody Gall.
Jennifer Rutledge.
Andrea Caroline Gerke.
Robert Schell.
Julie Field.
Molly Lou Bettin.
Stephanie Ginther, with distinction.
Mingji Shu.
Sarah Gomer.
Isidro Talavera.
Chelsea Ellerbach.
Samaral White.
Erin Grieve, honors in art.
Jasmine White.
Sydney Giddelis.
Amy Tiffany.
Julia Frazier.
Mackenzie Treelor, with distinction.
Samantha Lynn Glazer.
Austin Wilson.
Matthew John Edgecombe.
Sasha Canales.
Andrew Furman.
Brian Tremmel.
Benjamin Frazee.
Lacey Tronson.
Heath Edwards.
Leah Vining.
Daniel Grady.
Nicole Wagner.
Jeffrey Engel.
Nicole White.
Mitchell Regan.
James Weisbrock.
It's okay. Victoria Calero.
Miranda Very.
Alexa Bennett.
Kaylee Tigro Tenhis.
Brad George.
Jua Ching Wang, Honors in Economics.
Stephanie Grooms.
Athena Yor.
Tricia Floyd.
Mackenzie Webster.
Cassie Forbes.
Caitlin Vogel.
Caitlin Marie Feeney.
Sarah Van Diest.
Nawal Farouk.
Mary Wine.
Jordan Gerritsen.
Sarah Top.
Julie Chu.
Kelly Elizabeth Zeri.
Shuang Do.
Kylie Van Zee.
Shen Shen.
Casey White. Jeremiah Vincent.
Kelsey Dillon.
Brett Warden.
Alexis Dixon.
Samuel Wallace.
William David Dodge.
Matthew Volkman.
Daniel Maurice.
Yangwei Wu.
Brandon Jennings.
Allison Volz.
Melanie Detmer.
Catherine Taylor Whitman.
Steve Crowley.
Anjale Weeble.
Kylie Day.
Gregory Welker.
Serena Michelle Collins.
Maria Voorhees with high distinction and honors in theater arts.
Kaylee Del Carlo.
Eric Twait.
Kyle Duncan.
Emma Velasquez.
Jacob Cutts.
Ruben Velasquez III.
Megan Pentecoff with distinction.
Victoria Ashley Weil.
Danielle Faubert.
Patrick Wright.
Nicholas Klein.
Kyle Walther.
Deanna Marie Kearns.
Amanda Vanderwall.
Sam Maddock.
Stephanie Wolfel.
Kate Sharonik.
Jared Taylor.
Kate Christensen.
Jason Wayne.
Laura Karstensen.
Jacob Well.
Malin Doty.
Michael Wilson.
Megan Dial.
Stephanie Yazel.
Kendall Louise Dingwall.
Fong Shai.
Kim Karen Lim.
Kristen White.
Rachel Daly.
Vita Yegorova.
Lacey Shea DeLong.
Haley Vanderlinden.
Craig DeLong.
Kimberly Vignal.
Kylie Campbell.
Alicia Walters.
Stephanie Nicole Crippen.
Daniel Tableson.
Matthew Reardon.
Nicholas Wilson.
John McGinty.
Jason White.
Thomas Doig.
Bridget Webb.
Zachary Danicus.
Jeffrey Waring.
Samuel Coswell.
John Wardroth.
Jacob Davis.
Matthew Wolf with honors in international studies.
Kara Cosgrove.
Mary Ellen Weaver.
Tim Chagrand with distinction.
Mary Elizabeth Welch.
Lisa Rowley with distinction honors in art.
Ellie Vanderpool.
Nicole Dana, honors in art.
Samantha von Spreeken.
Ellen Zurirer.
Ryan Wenzel.
Jessica Kuhn.
Christine Webering.
Megan Dooley.
Lada Yorish.
Bailey Dosey.
Elizabeth Euland.
Erica Crace.
Drew Taylor.
Alexander Dunick.
Melissa Ann Vasquez.
Ryan Calderwood.
Bridget Wheel.
Fernando Delgado.
Ray Shu with distinction in honors in actuarial science.
Darlene Diaz.
Matthew Van Winkle.
Gabriel DeJune.
Lainey Wallace.
Megan D. with highest distinction.
Kyle Thoman.
Morgan Finn.
Andrew Tarleton with distinction.
Jenny DeVita with distinction.
Michael Brown Reed.
Molly Daly.
Nick Votava, honors in art.
Vanessa Drew.
Deanne Vidito.
Stephen Daniels.
Jordan Lee Thompson with distinction in honors in art history.
Ross Dainty.
Rachel Whitman.
Seth Cook.
Jeffrey Wilson.
Sam Dana.
Madeline Yasuda.
Heesun Cho.
David Velasquez.
Brendan Crowley.
Tanya Verba.
Allison Chiak.
Ben Wyant.
Erica Clark.
Michael Wojak.
Catherine Callahan.
Constantine Christopher Riley.
Samantha Daly with distinction.
Deanna Marie Pelayon.
Samantha De Berdenis.
Hannah Terrell.
Alexandra Romas.
Jane Young.
Shannon Klein.
Shuui Shi.
Casey Danon.
Kiana White.
Lindsay A. Cambridge.
Brian Walsh.
Ellen Dahlquist.
Christy Walker.
Courtney Curtis.
Shelby Woodall.
Allison Casey.
Nicholas Villarreal.
Jennifer Daniel.
Anthony Trosky.
Juling Ding, honors in art.
Ashley Tritz.
Catherine Cook.
Carrie Sotak.
Stephanie Cardenas.
Tara Gray.
Michael Champion.
Richard Tronolone.
Stephen Edward Conlow.
Al Tentler.
Adam Diddish.
Brittany Trevick.
Brittany Kaplan.
Juliet Ware.
Ashley Carlson.
Erica Took with honors in art.
Michelle Dono with high distinction.
Carl Taylor.
John Dedcott.
Sarah West.
Marisa Conrad.
Gabrielle Tinner.
Alexandra Dykema.
Samuel Tycho.
Trevor Olson.
Megan Teskey.
Peter Corkin.
Rachel Laskite.
David Covington.
Laura Vokalich.
Christopher Crawford.
Abriana McCullough.
A.J. Don.
Aaron Walker with distinction.
Anthony Chung, honors in psychology.
Maureen Tierney.
Bryce Cartwright.
Jessica Work.
Marcia Chapman.
Catherine Valukas.
Ardella Michelle Diggs.
Sydney Page Ugon.
Latasha Carney.
Ashley Kathleen Ward.
Right. Daniel D.
Amy Wyckoff.
Benedict Ann Corbett.
John Weiland with highest distinction.
Hannah Dowes.
David Zhang with high distinction.
Anne Therese Conlon.
Ming Tran.
Nicole Kane.
Juan Mohammed Faris Juan Nazoha.
Matthew Condon.
Angelia Whitlach.
John Peter Lawrence Duster.
Catherine Welch.
Melanie Corp.
Caitlin White with highest distinction in honors in integrative physiology.
Sarah Carasona.
Lisa Fangsness with honors in psychology.
Shannon Crucial.
Bailey Wharton.
Jessica Durkin with distinction honors in art history.
Zach Walter.
Bridget Dolan.
Christopher Wayne.
Mia Chigoya.
Audrey Walker.
Nicole Christine Darrington.
Jordan Williams.
Stephanie Dunkel.
Jonathan Vasquez.
Kristen DeCoravant.
Sean Zerke.
Colleen Marie Chen with distinction.
Marnie Wagner.
Angela Carvello.
Jennifer Weber.
William F. Davies II with distinction.
Natalie Tierchek.
Megan Michelle Carlson, honors in English.
Courtney Waters.
Rachel Kikorin.
Nick Whitesell.
Brittany Delai.
Erica Van Dyke.
Avery Capper.
Jesse Walker.
Alyssa Kosnick.
James Wu.
Amy Center.
Shireen Weathers Connor.
Danielle Carty.
Samuel Van Fleet.
Daniela Kubelik.
Katie Warning.
Dana Davidson.
Hannah Vanderschouw.
Stacy Chu.
Catherine Winchester with honors in French and political science.
Carlin Corral.
Erin Wheeler.
Danielle DeGastino.
Cassandra Vautier.
Jenica DeVilbus.
Danielle Ulrich.
Kevin Cutsforth.
Morgan Lee Trump.
Suzanne Carter with highest distinction honors in mathematics and physics.
Stephanie Till.
John Dukarian.
Jeff Turner.
Mengzi Chen.
Mackenzie Williams.
Bridget Cooney.
David Zorn.
Tasha Dorman.
Christine Ann Wagner.
Tyler Daniel.
Deborah Lee Walton.
Melissa Crew.
Derek Vandermillen.
Caitlin Cook with highest distinction.
Brian Waldman.
Rachel Doggett.
Jennifer Lynn Thompson.
Andreas Danianidis.
Alex Turnochik.
Michelle Cartier.
Deborah Marie Urena.
Calvin Clothier. Catherine Dagres.
Stephen Sangbush. Julian,
Yael Gaji.
Julian Stewart.
Stacy Kelly.
Austin Smith.
Sarah Kumun.
Sean Rollins.
Nicole Dubler.
Gregory Shafrath.
Shelby Cater.
Christine Salick.
Danielle Lee Hopper.
Sarah Swanky.
Kyle Joseph
With highest
Decker.
distinctions. Laurie Rickles.
Sandra Colina.
Stephanie Russell with distinction.
Jamie Dopay.
Monica Anna Reardon with distinction.
Christina Davidson with highest distinction.
Kelsey Elizabeth Dallas with highest distinction.
Megan Crotty.
Megan Keith.
Jennifer Connolly.
John Comdat with highest distinction and honors in philosophy.
Elise DeStefano. L. Kaiser. Sierra Codwell. Nathan Dunnick. Brock Dykes. Matthew Cook. Victoria Rose Calderon. Christine Daggett. Ann Carr. Hannah David.
Eric Carlson. Nancy Crovetti. Todd Dunford. Michael Donahue. Sarah Claypool with highest distinction and honors in political science. John Griffin. Beth Ann Bittner.
Anders Ekstrand Rossborough.
Ash Bruxford.
Anna Christina Stoley.
Elizabeth Blint.
Christy Sharp.
Jacob O'Leary.
Autumn Solis.
Daniel Andriadis Rue.
Hannah Jacobs.
Jillian Albin.
Christina Smith.
Sean Boyce.
Nicholas Rittler.
Virgil Bonifazi.
James Schneider.
Teresa Brinati.
Daniel Schuer.
Tim Blood.
Andrew J.H. Schaefer.
Megan Bowling.
Kylie Ronan.
Thomas Bornhoft.
Ashley Shortridge with high distinction.
Stephen Ansel.
Jacob Rundy.
Elizabeth Alonzi.
Alyssa Sasuto.
Kate Elizabeth Allen with honors in art.
Wiley Shoes. Wiley Shots.
Thomas Arce.
Catherine Walsh Smith.
Hannah Allen.
Jacob Alexander Riddler.
Ryan Bloom.
Rachel Stein.
Daniel Bunting.
Jill Slaymaker.
Brooke Bielman.
Emily Stanford.
Holly Benomi.
Rebecca Sherman.
Taylor Bradley with honors in theater arts.
Catherine Sloan.
Adam Buffington.
Sarah Schuett.
Caleb Duke Bemis.
Aaron Rapley with honors in art.
Evan Bedwell.
Tricia Spence.
Rudigev Brown.
Blake Scott.
Amanda N. Adams with honors in biology.
Stacy Stein.
Emma Lee Baker.
Garrett Shackleton with distinction.
Emily Boyler.
J.C. Rolfs.
Caitlin Brennan.
Jonathan Sladek.
Belinda Rice Bates.
Lindsay Stevens. Angela Salvador.
Brianna Obi.
Nada Stickler.
Joshua Bright.
John Rice.
Jacob Button.
Drew Ruby.
Jacob Abrams.
Alyssa Santella.
Andrea Bunting.
Marissa Ristich.
Tina Beatty.
Philip Michael Rifkin.
Saif Aladawi.
Kyle Sherry.
Aisha Al-Hamadi.
Rebecca Studney.
Essa Al-Meraiki.
Ryan Sirico.
Jane Berglund.
Wei Si Sun.
Elizabeth Beamsterboer.
Ashley Alexa Saviano.
Andrew Brim.
Cassandra St. Antoine.
Jesse Burns.
Jessica Rumbold.
Himali Batra.
Alexander Rummelhart with high distinction.
Ashley Angel with high distinction and honors in biochemistry.
Catherine Ryan with high distinction and honors in English.
Daniel Bettenhausen.
Angela Rodriguez.
Kimberly Blankshane with distinction.
Sophia Salama.
Robert Bonney.
Derek Schubero.
Joshua Brieger.
Cody Franklin Slager.
Haley Brandt.
James Stragus.
Asin Amin.
Alex Stanton.
Robin Lynn Blendowski.
Ellen Rozek with honors in English.
David Barkella.
Brittany Susan.
Shayna Branfman.
Rachel Stevenson with honors in English.
Thomas Brereton.
Amanda Sveska.
Jessica Armentrout.
Alisa Shachin.
Alyssa Boisvert.
Paige Shannon.
Brittany Yelnick.
Janelle Pearl Sigler.
Hannah Boschek with distinction.
Lara Sund.
Erica Alcordo.
Heidi Schroyer.
Abigail May Buckles.
Justin Rollifson with distinction.
Courtney Lee Beatty.
Alicia Orth.
Ben Brown.
Andrew Seitz.
Jessica Brady.
Andrea Stone.
Laura Burchett.
Funyun Shen with
Jenna
highest
Audi.
distinction in statistics. Whitney Strong with high distinction honors in psychology.
Nick Broderson.
Jenna Sedlacek with distinction.
Kelsey Axline.
Brianne Rosendahl.
Heather Bush.
Amy Pitts.
Seth Buck.
Devin Ray Wiedemeyer.
Karen Brunso.
Casey Christine Sashesky.
Aaron Ballard.
Michael Finelli.
Devin Archie.
Michelle Belleville.
Emily Bergmeyer.
Summer Shoup. Hey, how you doing?
Andrew Brummer.
Keela Sarah Sandler.
Lainey Starr Bremer.
Angela Sherba.
Michael Aranjo.
Brendan Sotomayor with distinction.
Brandol Suzette Blakely.
Heather Shaky.
Jessica Alston with high distinction.
Courtney Rust.
Jeffrey Onnen.
Casey Stone.
Grant Brown.
Carissa Roseboom with high distinction honors in hearing science.
Ryan Michael Lopez.
Caitlin Sweet.
Aaron Burkholtz.
Doug Sutherland.
Christine Augsburger with highest distinction and honors in music.
Christina Ritkers.
Megan Beer.
Laura Romano.
Mitchell Beckert.
Stephen Shimp.
Tiffany Byer.
Eddie Ill.
Sean A. Bender.
Brandon Ray.
Gisela Baldwin.
Jared Stewart.
Erica Bohach.
Thomas Santa Cruz.
Ryan Armstrong.
Clifford Lee Shadak.
Alex Burritt.
Crystal Rusk.
Stephen Bonet with honors in statistics.
Julia Kat Schroeder.
Gustav Anderson.
Tabitha Scott.
Logan Axney.
Kathleen Wilkerson.
Robert Becker.
Leah Crone.
Chase Beshika.
Scott Smith.
Courtney Boren.
Brian Sponsel with distinction.
Allison Bridges.
Alyssa Schubert.
Christina Marie Suarez.
Jared Starkweather.
Allison Zott.
Kelsey Sentz.
Ellie Burrows with high distinction and honors in journalism and mass communication.
Kylie Schnitker.
Brittany Clemens.
Kelsey Seligman. Matthew Rear. Samuel Rodman.
Rachel Arias.
Mackenzie Stevens. Kayla Rome.
Kayla Becraft.
Mitchell Spain with honors in art.
Kelsey Bakken.
Joseph Schmidt with distinction honors in astronomy.
Eric C. Bailey.
Jared Stewart.
Amanda Bessler.
Emily Sohn.
Sarah Albert.
Sarah Elizabeth Ryan.
Kristen Bogus.
Lauren Stromberg.
Samantha Christine Alukas.
Justin Sines.
Ryan Beckenbaugh with honors in English.
Joseph Smith.
Benjamin Baumbach.
Robert Rinzow.
David Edgar Block.
Brianna Renee Stotterow.
Rebecca Lyon.
Whitney Reagan.
Carly Tyndall.
Drew Sumner.
Nathaniel Hopkins.
Dylan Michael Schmitz.
Michael Gortowski.
Teresa Rohr.
Matthew McCord.
Claire Simpson.
Zachary Border.
Laura Stoddard.
Liz Furmansky.
Alexander Strong with distinction and honors in English.
Michael Casey Brahaney.
Hannah Smith.
Caitlin Marie Alden.
Carolyn Sleeth, honors in biology.
Jeremy Blumberg.
Marguerite Rarrett.
Lindsay Borgward with honors in speech and hearing science.
Rosalind Sixby.
Melanie Maxine Bando.
Patrick Riley with high distinction.
Danielle Marie Paulson.
Michael Rapella.
Allie Ward.
Jeffrey Russell Shane.
Jillian Demick.
Ben Wolfson.
Melissa Bocci.
Cordelia Seidel.
Robert Humble.
Elizabeth Ryberdy.
Shannon Burnett with distinction.
Nicholas Sanchez.
Gretchen Backroad.
Charles Romans.
Claire Augsburger.
Amanda Roberts.
Elise Bennett.
Kevin Strohmeyer.
Emily Adair with highest distinction and honors in anthropology.
Barbara Stout, honors in art.
Quincy Anna Benton.
Hyun-Soo Ryu, honors in biochemistry.
Marit Berg.
Kelsey Ray Ann Shaw.
Rose Butchart.
Alex Sagal.
Ariel Avila.
Casey Stanbro.
Alina Maurice Becker with high distinction.
Kaylee Smith.
Clayton Beckman.
Gina Rasmussen.
Matt Brick.
Holly Richard, Honors in International Studies.
Jay Bellich.
Melissa Osman.
Stephen Bigak.
Alexa Squire.
Allison Belmer.
Erica Bjorklund with distinction.
Samantha Bass.
Connor Schulte.
Morgan Showalter.
Patrick Savas.
Rachel Blakesley.
Noor Rosali.
Lauren Whalen.
Shad Stockton.
Chelsea Brown.
Kyler David Massner.
Katie Bushelman.
Ben Swaco.
Stephanie Bryce.
Melissa Ann Neiman.
Marissa Bowles.
Kyle Seifers.
Elise Arzikovic.
Tim Riphagen, Honors in English.
Summer Anderson.
Taylor Smith.
William Burns.
Christian Wood.
Nicholas Thomas Butera.
Nicole Amy.
Liza O'Brien Bray.
Lauren Margot Spear.
Tyler Humphrey.
Hannah Byington.
Luke Bailey.
Amanda Christine Hausiel.
Elizabeth Morrissey.
Laura Lee Sellers.
Lizzie Slater.
Daniel Soliday.
Heidi Ashbacker.
Rebecca Spengler.
Emily Bass.
Annie Satowski with distinction.
Miranda Beckman with distinction.
Emily Elizabeth Schwam, Honors in Art and Art History.
Natalie Barczyk.
Chelsea Stanley.
Carrie Bartleson.
Mackenzie Schmidt.
Cassidy Rose Bell.
Kayla Schwartz.
Jody Brown.
Raymond Sanders.
Navpreet Bajwa.
Leah Sorensen.
Abigail Bear with highest distinction and honors in history and political science.
Caitlin Shaney.
John Baginski.
Elizabeth Shapiro.
Caitlin Taylor Busby.
Kelly Jo Sullins.
Andrea Anderson.
Xavier Woodson.
John Buckholtz.
Marcela Zamora Sasa.
Kelsey Ballas with distinction.
Diana Catherine Weisbeck, Honors in Speech and Hearing Sciences.
John Beatty with highest distinction.
Julie Meany.
Matthew Bergman.
Megan Randall with distinction.
Ioannis Dimitrios Anastos.
Samantha Stahoviak.
Jennifer Ann Alcock.
Amelia Katahisi.
Sarah Armstrong.
Alyssa Orris.
Cynthia De La Torre.
Peggy Condren.
Joshua Beckerman.
Adam Shalene.
Scott Beret.
Kelsey Schmitz.
Matthew Ramey Boyle.
Jeremy Sunny.
Christine Black.
Ryan Scriver.
Tara Miller.
Cassandra Smith.
Abby Julius.
Courtney Ruland.
William Bracken.
Zachary Curtis Shanerock.
Alyssa Billmeyer.
Caitlin Singer.
Melissa Anderson.
Asa Ritz.
Kaylee Ulysse Book.
Jacob Michael Thomas Sawyer.
Tiffany Aasi.
Austin Sandler, honors in geography.
Marissa Kathleen Ernst.
Zhao Hao Shi.
Angela Cooper.
Charles Scupham.
Diana Dang.
Matt Wilson.
John Thomas Duffy.
Alana Faith Nadick.
Sarah Buckley.
Molly Marie Garrison.
Chelsea Byrne with honors in journalism.
Megan Grote.
Sarah Boozon.
Abigail May Seiko.
Chris Triol Almer.
Mackenzie Colbert.
Eileen McInerney.
Brianna Birch.
Kelsey Maher.
Brooke Kristen Bergert.
Brittany Jim Marino.
Erin Stark.
Nicole Petrocosta.
Patrick Richardson II.
Alexandra Solomon.
Ben Schuff.
Kathleen Ahrens.
Catherine Reddington.
Emily Duffy.
Sarah Rice.
Jeremy David Gilbert.
Megan Rowan.
Alexander French.
Sumaya Babi.
Kathleen Goff.
Madeline Stroth.
Jeremy Shaddle.
Kelsey Reddish.
Jared Adam.
Ashley Strachan.
Adam Gakey.
Hillary Scala.
Ashley Inabnit.
Jeffrey Xiao with high distinction.
Victoria Garifo.
Rose Ann Schmidt.
Ryan George.
Eric Statterman.
Alexandra Bavis Delano.
Janice Robinson.
Bolay Fu with high distinction and honors in computer science.
Suzanne Sevilla.
Michelle Everett.
Courtney Reth.
Connor Block.
Taylor Rupepper.
Jeffrey Sands.
Jacob Regal.
Katie Medvec with highest distinction and honors in elementary education.
Gunjao Sun.
Devin Singh.
Kiera Shafsma.
Chohee Schrader.
Jenica Shannon.
Carmen Riccio.
Courtney Strite.
Mark Romberg.
Brittany Sorensen.
Taylor Loren Savallano.
Brittany Sandler.
Jenna Shireman with highest distinction.
Alec Stein.
Christina Siders.
Hedel Shaw.
Catherine Hines.
Chad Schutte.
Amanda Rupert.
Rebecca Meyer.
Jenna Holtz with honors in political science.
Rachel Malkusak.
Amr
With distinction.
with high
Lauren-
distinction.
Lauren Mills with highest distinction, honors in journalism.
Carolyn Cerny.
Stephanie Lane.
Lauren Jones with distinction and honors in biology.
Elizabeth Macias.
Kevin Daniel Hoffman.
Nicole Molnar.
Rachel Johnson.
Caitlin Maluli.
Danielle Jacobs.
Jennifer Marsh.
Alexandra Page Kaufman.
William Lowe, Jr.
Amanda Kay.
Will McRory.
Mark Ginter.
Lindsay Moon.
Matthew Hayes.
Amanda Lee.
Joe Fleming.
Michael Lauren.
Alum Jederick.
Shannon LaValle.
Margaret Ellen Smith Hermanson with honors in dance.
Barbie Lilios.
Michelle Hillenbrand with highest distinction.
Christine Ann Moorhead.
Jared Halden with distinction.
Erica Ann Miller.
Chris Jones.
Melanie Lawson.
Anthony Kuzmanik.
Erin Lynn Moreau.
Dana Holodek.
Christina Mossman.
Hello. Brianne Higgins.
Melissa Montemayor.
Jennifer Hand with honors in psychology.
Lillian Myers.
Hallie Hudson with high distinction.
Margaret McGuire Briggle.
Caitlin Kathleen Hugg.
Kathleen Moore.
Allison Kinney.
Allison Mujersic.
Amanda Hatfield.
Alyssa Matthews.
Lucas Hewitt.
Christina Linan.
Kimberly Henscheid.
Shay Leo.
Jennifer Kaler.
Rocco Mato.
Sarah Hoffman.
Lena Mays.
Emil Thor Hannison.
Nicholas Alfonso Ivan LaPalooza.
Galen Hawthorne.
Catherine Michelson.
Jordan Kolarick.
Patrick Murphy.
Mallory Hoos.
Lauren Myers.
Katie Johnson.
Annie Meltzer.
Alexander Kish.
Lori Lehman.
Kelsey Lynn Carr.
Courtney Lenan with highest distinction.
Kevin Hagan.
Megan McDevitt.
Catherine Jacobson.
Kara Mathis.
Sarah Ann Hoffman.
Christopher Merkel.
Andrew Kerner.
Holly Murphy.
Jara Sham.
Darren Look.
Elizabeth Kagan.
Matthew Martini with distinction.
Mason Hesner.
Annalisa Krieger.
Kelsey Hebner with honors in art.
Amanda Moen with honors in art.
Benjamin L. Statler.
Julia Martins.
Robert Lord III.
Kayla Melick.
Patrick Hoswald with distinction and honors in English.
Michelle Meyer.
Kelly Collins.
Michael McKenna.
Brian McGinn.
Claire McGrath.
Kevin Keatoney with highest distinction.
Robert McHugh.
Yang Jing.
Stephen Harris.
Rufei Jua with honors in actuarial science.
Margaret Meinert.
Nangshi Hu.
Margaret Meyer.
Megan Jansen.
Stephanie Ann Lindblom.
Megan Hill.
Kimberly Mickish.
Donnie Helmick.
Shelby Light.
Danielle Gerald.
David William Miner.
Robert Frankel.
Savannah Mikulski.
Dana Honke,
Heather Lincoln,
Emily Ruth Kemling,
Jeremy McDaniel,
Kevin Josephs,
Brian Piazza,
Joseph Crumple with highest distinction and honors in biology,
Alex Johnson,
Griffin Harris,
Patrick Killian,
Jacob Kundert,
Philip Johnson,
Michael Lansing,
Ryan Paul Jackson,
Patrick McCullough,
Joel Aaron Lipkowitz,
Jacob Fassbinder,
Nathan Lathamer,
Emily Baker with honors in art,
Brian Marchese,
Laura Osterhaus,
Jennifer Lent,
Alyssa Hoffman,
Danielle McCartan,
Lauren Del Santo,
Camille Marlowe,
Jessica Panther,
James Min with highest distinction honors in biochemistry,
Molly Kleesner,
Laura Muirichia,
Kristen Meyer,
Courtney Leenan,
Stephanie Mueller,
Michelle Livingston,
Senyori Jayutiluku with high distinction and honors in biology,
Bianca Miniti,
Jeremy Sandgren with highest distinction and honors in biology,
Melinda Mary Maxwell,
Andrew Meisner with high distinction and honors in economics,
Adam Lambert,
Ryan Bradley with honors in biology,
Aaron Mays,
Bradley Albertson with highest distinction,
Vancia Lopez,
Zachary Hermson with distinction,
Adam Merkis,
Peter Hasakis,
Kyle Mino,
Lauren Herrig,
Keely Kemp,
Matthew Henry,
Jessica Meyer,
Luke Wynn,
Presley Moser,
Elise Canob,
Kaylee Margaret Morgan,
Megan Hunsaker,
Shelley McComas,
Genevieve Heinrich,
Brian Lingris,
Brooklyn Colbert,
Matthew Richard Leitsky,
Brandon Hansen,
Jacob Langenfeld,
Shu Young Han with high distinction,
Sarah Langenfeld,
Joseph Kennett,
Sean Madden,
Aubrey Huff with honors in journalism,
Patrick Mason,
Samantha Marie Simpson,
Adam Miller,
Chelsea Ray Jacobs with honors in art,
Eric Lungsitipong with high distinction,
Charles Kirk,
Michael McLaughlin,
Elliot Kelly,
Abby McClatchy with high
Mike-
distinction,
Michael Harbison,
Andrea Larry,
Daniel Intagliata,
Joseph Marshall,
Seidel Asher Schmitz,
Allison Missel, honors in art,
Kimberly Kotek,
Kelsey Maves,
Stacy Jirick with high distinction and honors in social work,
Sarah Lane,
Janessa Hogaman,
Mohammed Junadi Mohammed Noor,
Aaron Keenan,
Michelle Andrea Morgan,
Hannah Hageman,
Timothy McCracken,
Robert Kaler,
Mubaiser bin Mohammed Sabri,
Bailey Hansen,
Mohammed Bahiki bin Mohammed Najib,
Cody Johnson,
Dolan Murphy,
Justine Hart,
Seth Christopher Miller,
Emily L. Hoover,
Derek Meath.
Megan Coonan.
Megan Langell.
Amanda Kupris.
Kayla Jo Marshall.
Rachel Hughes.
Kimberly Lever.
Amanda Jessica Kendall Brown III.
Cody Metcalf.
Courtney Kirkpatrick.
Heidi Miklek.
Hannah Kramer.
Kelly Lowry.
Lauren Hawkins.
William Chase Matisik. Honors in Political Science and International Studies.
Lisa Juries.
Drew Myers.
Jordan Holst.
Audrey Liu.
David Janicek.
Jordan Montgomery.
Colleen Kennedy.
Samantha Mary Jo Marinaro.
Rachel Ann Kenter with distinction.
Chloe Elise Miller.
Claire Kirchner.
Heather Missoura, Honors in Economics and International Studies.
Valerie Gail Kirschner.
Christine McCracken.
Kelsey Marie Kleinow.
Sonia Patel.
Rachel K. Hamblin.
Mackenzie McIntosh.
Megan Horton.
Catherine I. McLaughlin.
Courtney Jensen.
Karen S. Lamer.
Mackenzie Sue Hawking.
Melissa Frances Curley.
Alyssa Kenny.
Sarah Maruzzi.
Kyle Kinney.
Kimberly Laws.
Alicia Hogan.
Dina Mandel.
Heath Hospodarski.
Lorena Mulvaney.
Melissa Hudson.
Hannah Kennedy.
Nicholas Allen Kuzwara.
Lauren Perkins.
Jenna Hulser.
Kelly Rupke with high distinction honors in integrative physiology.
Ryan Horner.
Paul Lee.
Marissa Hatakaima.
Randy Miller.
Lauren Hayes.
Anna Murphy.
Matthew Kane.
Connor McCallum.
Mary Hovick.
Brett Mayfield with distinction honors in English.
Olivia Hauk.
Sarah Minnie. Montel Marion Swag.
Ashley Hazen.
Rufin Chakinte Super Swag.
Mallory Heitmeyer.
Tyrell Miller.
Sun Im Han.
Lindsay Morgan Muirfield.
Kyle Hughes.
Ashley Lamaster.
Kristen Jogerst.
Boren Yu.
Stephanie Comis.
Amanda Mascioni.
Danielle Cordles.
Sean Enright.
Brady Johnson.
Jordan Taylor.
Danielle Hoskins with highest distinction.
Zhenya Lan.
Andrea Riccardi.
Joseph Florio.
Caitlin Kluge.
Nicholas Perry.
Elizabeth Dunnigan.
Rebecca Foster.
Chelsea Harris.
Scott Laporta.
Tyler Halverson.
Lauren Leskovac.
Audrey Kittrell with high distinction.
Bo Lincoln.
Ryan Helgerson.
Kristen Callahan.
Lacey Melanie Harrison with distinction.
Ashley Long.
Kylie Hess.
Kelly McDonald.
Esther Anna Levine.
Jessica Lucille Madsen.
Stephanie Crawford.
Stephen Murdoch.
Hallie Jordan Rubin.
Michael Lowe.
Lauren Himovich.
Chad McDaniel.
Ariel Lamb.
Elise Rogue.
Zach Seacott.
Lisa Pelzer.
Mallory Hastings.
Alexandra Dijon.
Breland Hennigan.
Ashley Orman with honors in journalism.
Derek Kotlar.
Amy Bernicki.
Zach Kolbus.
Lauren Pinkerton.
Jacqueline Camrad with honors in sociology.
Jennifer Angieski.
Caitlin Kemna.
Jill Boger.
Michael Holder.
Joseph Moriarty.
Carla Hurley.
Jacob Lee.
Stephanie Zubricki.
Daniel London Jr.
Joe Henrici.
Tyler Martin.
Nicholas Karchesky.
Brian McAndrew.
Caitlin Holst.
Mark Andrew Lavery.
Alexander Herink.
Anna McLean.
Anna Kruger.
Kristen Marie Marshall.
Thomas Cray.
Laura Martin.
Sarah Cush with highest distinction and honors in English.
Timothy James Martin Jr.
Sarah Kahlberg.
Joe Lumen.
Nicholas Hughes with distinction.
Colin Lacey.
Kelsey Kellen with high distinction and honors in psychology.
Kim Little.
Adrian Houghton.
Xander Maxey.
Ryan Hood.
Scott Maudlin.
Tyler John Kistner III.
Adam Murray.
Mark Allen Hogan Jr.
Angela Marquard.
Chelsea Kaw, honors in biochemistry.
Rachel Marquard.
Anna Heffern.
Sabina Mueller.
Yu Yang Ko.
Elaine Moen.
Garrett Homan.
Brittany McConnell.
Bradley Harper.
Emily McNeil.
Sydney Johnson.
Catherine Lenners.
Daniel Hansen.
Juliana Lavoy.
Benjamin Kistner.
Anne Moss.
Rachel Claren.
Cynthia Moe.
Jacqueline Garcia.
Mackenzie Magnus with high distinction.
Timothy James Hanlon.
Jennifer Montine.
Jessica Hall.
Andrew Magner.
Aaron Kaitola.
Michael Lazansky.
Michael Elliott Jacobs.
John Mullen.
Andre Yaretsky.
Emily Larkin.
David Kruger with highest distinction and honors in English.
Peter Mahalik.
Matthew R. Janis.
Bradley Lovatinsky.
Travis Cruz.
Angela Luvan.
Laura Johnson.
Chad Menke.
Lee Henneberry.
Mary McElroy.
Kyler Jenkins.
Brett Monty,
Allison Jenkins,
Lauren Gabrachevsky,
Katie Knapp,
Lauren Elise Mazur,
Catherine Jepson,
Nicholas Eric Lofgren,
Jonathan Kogut,
Alexandra Lappy,
Alex Kretzinger with honors in history,
Allison Langston,
Kimberly Koziel with distinction,
Sarah Labaz with high distinction honors in speech and hearing sciences,
Alex Jacobson,
Adam Marshall,
Keely Jarville,
Daniel Laux,
Daniel Isaac,
Antoine Mace,
Laura Jackson,
Bethany Simone Murphy,
Elliot Jensen,
Abby Moffett honors in political science,
Dylan Hines,
Sarah Mixa,
Derek Hutchins,
Stephanie Means,
Tyler Campershire,
Allie Larimer,
Mary Caroline Edgar,
Caitlin Elizabeth McGowan,
Hannah Janes,
Emily Moen,
Jacob Krasowski,
Courtney Longlet,
Chelsea Howerton,
Ashley Meyer,
Elliot Higgins with distinction and honors in political science,
Mallory M. Morse,
Jessa Hansen,
Matthew Morrison,
Lindsay Haxmeyer,
Michael Casey Lynch,
Alexis Corcamelis,
Gabriela Martinez,
Heather Horstman,
Abby Meeker,
Megan Malberg,
June Lee,
Louis Harvey,
Stephen Lee,
Luisa Maria Montealvo,
Nickel Munjanath,
Scott S. Hansen,
Jennifer Meyer,
Samantha Heron,
Justine Landeck,
Sean Klein with distinction,
Morgan McGrath,
Brian Kroger with distinction,
Michael Marsico,
James Kelly,
Julie Ann Moudry,
Mark Heffernan,
Kayla Force,
Eva Martina Hall,
Adine Pujagic,
Mallory Johnson,
Mandy Mills,
McKenna Kuhlman,
Mark Iglesia,
Ann Hasenkamp,
Alec Hirschhauer,
Travis Jackson,
Meng Tong Lee,
Evan Isaacs,
Sarah Lee,
Weston Panther with distinction, Michael Howell.
Will the graduates please rise at this time for the tassel turning ceremony? The turning of the tassel is the traditional gesture by which each student signifies passage from degree candidate to graduate. I ask you now to all mark your new status as graduates of the University of Iowa College of Liberal Arts and Sciences and University College by moving the tassel of your cap from the right side to the left. Congratulations, one and all. Will the new graduates please be seated? At this time, I would like to ask the audience, the parents, the wives, the husbands, the significant others, the children, the relatives, and friends of those who have just received degrees here today, all of you, please rise. All of you together. All of you together, through your commitment and support, have played a very critical role in the college career of your loved ones. And we think you are very special. And we thank you for allowing us to have had the privilege of association with these wonderful members of your family. And I'd now like to ask the May 2012 graduating class to rise and look your parents and spouses and other special guests in the eye and join me in expressing our profound appreciation for a job well done.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please be seated for the recessional of the platform party and the graduates? Thank you.